Well, good early morning. Welcome to the max. It's actually about 4:45 in the morning. I usually milk around 4:15, 4:30. We've been pushing it back to around 5 because actually we're going to be going on a little trip to, if y'all know, we have another property in Tennessee, just to check it, make sure it's okay as we get into the summer months, because it is a rental. It's a way that we can, make money, and so we just need to go check it. So we're going to go. The kicker of that is we have to have a farm sitter. Our farm sitter is a big deal here because with our cows, our pigs, our sheep, our other calves, and all the chickens that we have, it could be very tiresome. So we have two ladies come in to help. They've actually farm sat before us before, so they're gonna come back and refresh themselves from milking and make sure they feel comfortable. And also, it's dark, so we're trying to let them come around 5:30 or so that way we know that it is a little bit better than milking at night. So, are you awake yet? She's coming to help just to make sure they feel comfortable too. Same thing, work from the back to the front. Now, like I said, once you get them on her, the way her bag is, it pretty much sucks straight to it. So make sure those are there. And once they're on, I make sure she's got good suction, and she's good to go. Of course, milking is done, and we're just trying to get ready to go. So, got a big bale of hay taken over here to the dairy station for the girls when we're gone. That way we know that they'll be fed because they're not going to be rotating for those 4 days. Okay, so we got this, our ryegrass hay, which is straw hay they don't tend to like. We got it in this side of the barn. We're supposed to have some bad weather while we're gone. So we got this barn over here on the other side of the stanchion filled with new hay so they can lay down. And then I was able to pick up this bale with my bigger tractor, which is good. We're gonna go buy a hay ring. We don't typically keep cows in wood spot. But since we're gone, we're gonna open both these paddocks up. That paddock is beautiful. The back side of this paddock is gorgeous. But right here under these trees is ugly. I mean, it just doesn't grow grass. So what we're gonna do is do the hay here, put a hay ring around this hay, and then that way once I get back, I'm gonna pick it all up, spread all this hay with manure in it, and help grow this area. And we're gonna actually probably drop this big oak just so it can get some sunlight in here and get this growing like it's supposed to. In the winter it grows good, but in the summer it doesn't. So what we're gonna do is, you see this is all dirt. I'm gonna let them eat this and then basically take this and scatter all out right here, so that way it'll help put a good composted level down with good manure and fertilize that seed, and hopefully have a better grass even for next year. So we gotta go get some hay for right now for them, but you see this part up here is doing great. That field over there is doing great. So we just want to make sure they have plenty of grass while we're gone. Me and Hayden's been working tiresomely to get this stuff done, huh? Okay, so we're actually moving the sheep. This will be our last move before we go. Now what we're going to do is, you see we always do 3 setup nets and move them each time. So we have a 4th net too that we have not put up. What we're going to do is move them in this last paddock, and then we leave 2 days. So what we'll do is, once we move them again, we'll actually move all 4 nets together over on all that high grass, beautiful gorgeous grass over there. So that way they won't have to be moved while we're gone. That gives them 4 full days of huge paddocks. And you can see the grass is absolutely gorgeous all out here. It's just beautiful, beautiful grass. Look at this. Just bahia everywhere, all back in there. So we're gonna go ahead and move them for the last time before we move everything and actually put it together for the true move when we're gone. I always get nervous leaving. We have a big farm, so it takes us time to get it all moved. You got it off? Okay. I'm gonna open the gate, get them over. So they do great. They love moving. So this is fresh grass. Even got some old hay and bahia all laying here. Look at this. They're gonna love this. Bye. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. There you go. Come on. Daisy and Minnie. Minnie's always skittish. Go, girl. Girl, hold it up, hey. Come on, girl. Hold it up, girl. Go ahead, girl. There you go. Good girl. All right. Fresh water, fresh grass. We'll go ahead and move the sheep cover over. Hey, buddy. All right, let's get this, stand that one back up, just get it off the ground. We'll turn the charger on. We'll be done with the animals for today, and then we'll have to do them again tomorrow, which we're leaving the next day. Yeah, just get it up off the ground if you can, babe. This is, I tell you, just from experience, we have probably, how many would you say Premier One nets we have? 11, 12 total? 13 or so. This was not Premier One. This is some other kind of netting. Don't even know the name. Don't even matter because it's no good. If you're going to buy netting, Premier One's where it is. And I tell you, we love Premier One. I didn't realize how good they were until I had another net of another kind, of another provider. And I'm just telling you, don't do it. Buy Premier One netting. All right, had to run inside for a second. Mommy had to go to a little appointment, but in town actually. Stove. You know, when you cook on your stove a lot, I don't think people are actually supposed to cook on them anymore. Cause mine, every time we use our stuff, it messes up. Isn't that funny? But had to meet a guy here to fix our stove, which is never fun. So we're gonna finish up our chores in just a second. Have a little lunch, and get ready to go. Have y'all been packing?
Yeah.
Packing up, huh?
We already got toys in a bag.
Toys in a bag.
Because we want to play with them?
You want to play with them?
Yeah. Because it's 8 hours away, though.
Well, let's eat right quick and then we'll go back outside and finish up the chores. Well, we finished lunch. We have to actually, we needed to go get 2 gates. We had to go get some gates from a co-op. But also we just need to get feed. We had plenty, I think, left for the week, but anytime we go out of town, I just want to make sure that we have enough for our farm center. So we went and picked up a little bit more alfalfa for the cows and some orchard grass for the cows, and then also we picked up some more pig feed and sheep feed just for safety. Like I said, we don't really, I don't think we needed it, but see, for instance, like this week, being that we're not going to be at the house, we're not going to have scraps and milk going to our pigs. So we need to make sure there's enough there. So we've been feeding them a lot of our orchard grass, and of course they've been eating off the ground that they're on, and then of course their feed. So they've gotten a good bit of nutrients from the scraps, and of course the orchard grass, and the feed, and of course the ground. But we're taking the main, you know, the skim out and also the scraps out, which is a big part of their diet. Probably a good 3-gallon bucket every day worth of scraps or milk. So when you take that away, I just want to make sure while we're gone that they've got a good bit of food. And I've told our farm center, if you have to dump milk, give it to the pigs. But if not, just make sure you feed them good. So I think we're going to grill tonight. And actually, Misty's been kind of feeling bad today, I guess with the pregnancy. And then, to be honest with you, I hadn't felt that good. I actually got stung. Imagine that. I was cutting grass over there by the bees and got stung like 4 times. And then when we moved the sheep a while ago, I actually got stung by some kind of hornet or something. It wasn't a bee, but man, so Misty gave me some something for that. It's almost made me like draggy, so I don't know. So we're gonna try to end up today pretty quickly. I doubt we get to the gates. We may have to do those tomorrow. We're trying to get them up before we go, and that just helps kind of keep keep our gates closed a little bit better. So let's get home after we get this feed, and then we'll see what Miss Max got the rest of the day, and then I might end our day pretty quickly today, because it's, you just have those days where you just don't feel good, and that's kind of today for me. All right, so we are actually on a bee removal. Let's see what we got. So a guy called us Actually, a friend of mine that does this excavating work, you see all this, they've done a great job here. Russ Carter, he's a friend of ours that lives not too far from us, with Carter Land Solutions, and as he was cleaning up, he saw this house property that somebody purchased had this bee box that was just laying here on the ground. Now, it looks like it's an active hive in the middle, not on the sides, but to be honest with you, it's so beat up, I'm anxious to see how I'm gonna get into it. So we're gonna see what we can do, see if we can figure it out, and see if we can save these bees and get them back to the max. Let's get our smoker lit and let's figure out what we're gonna do. All right, we are actually only finishing our day in about 120-degree greenhouse. Misty said it needed to be watered, so I'm out here watering it right quick because it is smoking hot. We hadn't actually felt good today. But you know one thing about what we do in farming, and most of you know this too, is things got to be done. The chores got to be done no matter how bad you feel. So in the morning I'll do it all over again, wake up with the cows, and we'll get started for the day. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Just a simple vlog showing as we get ready to go on this trip. It's kind of always good to get away to our other place just to kind of check everything there. Spend some time with family. We're gonna go to some creeks and hang out and just be together. You can't beat that. So guys, thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you do, please subscribe to the Max and ultimately enjoy your day. Happy homesteading, y'all.